Aftermath of the assassination attempt, all eyes are on security at the RNC this week. News 8 Now's Ken Kozorowski and Allison Ferget are in Milwaukee with the latest.
In the wake of an assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania on the former president's life, security is the name of the game here at the Republican National Convention. Hello, everyone. I'm Ken Kozorowski, joined by Allison Ferget. We are in downtown Milwaukee, right outside the Pfizer Forum for the Republican National Convention, which will be commencing tomorrow morning throughout the week, ending Thursday night, with Donald Trump being awarded the delegates, presumably, to take the nomination to be the Republican nominee for President of the United States. And again, security has been emphasized in the wake of what we have been seeing go underway in Butler, Pennsylvania. We have been talking with law enforcement officials as we've gotten acquainted with the area, gone through various security checkpoints. And Allison, things have been very thorough. I mean, everybody's doing a fantastic job. Everyone's been very approachable and honestly cordial, even in the wake of what we saw in Pennsylvania yesterday.
Yeah, it's very impressive how approachable and kind everyone has been to us and patient with us as well. But there is, strict security measures going on right now. When we go through the media checkpoints, those security checkpoints for media, we had dogs sniff our Photogs bags just to make sure that there wasn't anything there. So they are being very serious about their jobs, they're taking it very seriously, but they also have good spirits with them, which is great to see right now.
Yeah, there is that sentiment that what has been planned for months and months and months is ready to work for all of these law enforcement officials, whether it's Secret Service or from state trooper or patrols or local officials from Milwaukee. Everyone has that kind of confident sense that what has been in the works is going to work. And if anything, officials on the ground here have told us we might see a slightly more increased Secret Service presence. But as it stands right now, media, as we've been walking around the hard perimeter here around the Pfizer Forum, law enforcement outnumber media by at least 4 to 1.
Oh, definitely.
It's been heavy.
Yes, I mean, and we're seeing law enforcement from all over the country. We spoke with people from California to Indiana to New York City. I mean, they're coming from all over to make sure that this area is safe and secure. And earlier at a press conference, the RNC's coordinator for the Secret Service says that they have no plans to really change anything that they're going to be doing.
That's right.
So we're confident in the current plan that we have. It is based off of technical assessments, protective intelligence, and we are continuously monitoring information related to the event. So we're confident in the plans that we have, and we're moving forward with those plans.
And tomorrow there are protests planned against the RNC that are going to be about a block away. They will not be in the secured perimeter at all. They did make an agreement with the Milwaukee Police Department. It's a handshake agreement is what they're calling it, but the rights to march at the coalition to march at the RNC will be doing that protest, but they are very confident, Ken, that it is not going to be anything to worry about. They're very confident that it's going to be safe and peaceful, which is great to hear.
Absolutely. Now, there have been concerns in what we've seen come out of the events over in Butler, Pennsylvania, that someone had the opportunity and took it to bring a rifle into that circumstance and make an attempt on a former president's life. So obviously that is another concern here. And what kind of gun restrictions would be allowed was a big question mark heading into the area. Now, within this hard perimeter, we have black gates around several blocks. It's about a 5-block radius or so. Within those gates, guns are not allowed here at the Republican National Convention. Now, outside those gates, immediately outside, it all falls onto state law, which has very specific restrictions on the kinds of firearms, but does not all in all outlaw all of them. And I know we've known Governor Evers has tried to promote ordinances or enactments to ban essentially all firearms from the area, but state law would preempt any kind of city ordinance that Milwaukee aldermen and women would have considered. And they did consider things like that in the weeks leading up to this RNC, but ultimately nothing was enacted. So within the hard perimeter, guns are an absolute no-go. And again, with the heavy security presence that we have seen thus far, officers feel, and you can kind of get that feeling that they are confident in the the things that they've put in place to make sure this RNC goes smoothly.
Yeah, and I definitely think too, for every media person that's come through, any person who's been working with the RNC, and any civilians that are just walking around outside of that perimeter, I think nobody feels any sort of danger. Everyone feels very secure and safe within here right now.
And the person who definitely feels safe and secure is Donald Trump. He made that abundantly clear on his Truth Social platform. He did not want anything to derail his schedule. He arrived in Milwaukee around 6 o'clock. We have not seen any kind of motorcade in the general area, but Donald Trump on schedule, ready to embrace this Republican National Convention that is essentially for him, to give him the nomination at the end of this week. So the stage is set. The theme tomorrow for day one of the RNC is about the economy, make America wealthy once again. We will be bringing you coverage throughout the week, every single day of the RNC, hopefully speaking with local representatives from the state of Wisconsin, perhaps a few delegates if we're able to be lucky as we go around the RNC area. So for Allison Ferget, I'm Ken Kozorowski saying back to you in the studio.